The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Now Jackson off the play action. And this time they're going to get there and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Jackson. That's complete to Kamara. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Offense up to the line fast. 4th down, here's Jackson. And it falls incomplete. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. He still has room inside the 30. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This is complete to Neighbors. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Escapes the pocket. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And in motion, out of the slot. Here's 2nd and 7. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference. You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeff Okuda with the INT. And the Colts take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They've got a man in motion. Milton back to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And this one does not go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 3rd down. Jackson throwing here. Into the hands of Neighbors. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First down, here's Lamar. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals make it a one-score game. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. This is Wright running left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Right again. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Juke. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Colts take a 13-point lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Slot man motioned over. Trying again following the sack. Taken in by Noah Fant.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson's going to go on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Hand off, running left, right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win. And yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, third and long. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's a give for Wright. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. It's the Colts, who have second and 4. Right. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Colts boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Getting ugly early, intercepted again. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Colts get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Play action on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now a run with Wright. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They run again with Wright. And they take this in for the score. The Colts boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Butker with the extra point. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Now it's Lamar. Gets this to Fant. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On 1st down, Jackson. Neighbors with a catch. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Jackson to throw it. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Lamar throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Jackson now, 3rd and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Here comes the final play of our 1st half. One final shot before halftime. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right. Here's Wright. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down, and they go right back to him. He finds some space again. And finally stopped at the 34. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing deep towards the end. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running right, it's Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Wright gets it, headed right. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A give to Wright. Has some space inside the 15. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis